y'all, it's your girl Taylor. I'm back with that Friday video for y'all. So I've been hesitant to do this video, but it's highly requested. I had a couple people message me on Instagram, but story time about my first time. I usually got my head wrap on, but you know, I had to rock the natural because my hair appointment not till tomorrow. It's probably one of the only times y'all gonna see my real hair. So bask in it. Not only a first time video, but I'm gonna, I guess, give some tips, you know. So yeah, let's get started. It was back when I was 18. At the time, I was out of high school. I graduated when I was 17. So I feel like girls should all have this mentality. Ain't nobody getting up in my pants that don't deserve it. It wasn't like a, oh, I'm not having sex in high school type of thing. It was just that I wasn't ready. There was a time where I made vines. I don't know if, no one probably knows when I made vines, you know. I had a few good ones, had a couple thousand followers, but you know, I wasn't like Vine famous or nothing. Back when I was on Vine, you know, I met somebody on Vine. They weren't Vine famous. We were talking back and forth. We finally met up. I think the first thing we did was like go get Chipotle or something. We had been talking for a while and decided to get together. When I said that was the most rushed relationship, mind you, this was my first relationship, but the shit was rushed. We're in a relationship. I think honestly, I really didn't know how things were supposed to go, because when I look back at the relationship, it was pretty bad. I mean, yeah, definitely a learning experience, I will say that. So, you know, I'm telling all my friends about him. My friends have never met him, which was weird. Something in my gut was telling me not to introduce them to him. Like, typically when I talk to guys, I'm excited for my friends to meet them, but for some reason with this nigga, I was like, yeah, you're gonna meet them one day. You know, when I tell these stories, I'm like, I wonder if these niggas are looking at this video. But anyway, so we have been talking for a while, and then one day I had went over to his place. We were Netflixing, chilling, and you know, how I envision my first time going is not how it went. I know that feeling wise, typically for girls, it's not great. Ain't nothing been in there, you know. It's like putting a banana through this. It's like, but besides that, just the vibe and everything just was off. Like, and something was like, you know, I don't really want to do this, but I did it anyway. So we get there. Before it happens, I run to the bathroom, text my best friend. I'm like, bitch, I'm ready. She's like, bitch, what? Because me and my best friend, you know, she was a virgin too. She lost hers like a few, like 2 months before me, and then I was about to do it, and I was like, girl, I'm about to do it. She was like, for real? Well, it's not gonna be, it might not be great, but blah 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 blah. You sure you ready? You know, I'm lying my ass off. I'm like, yeah, girl, I think I'm ready. You know, I'm nervous and shit. So I get there, and you know, it was awkward. And it was awkward because I was uncomfortable. That is why I say, ladies, make sure you're comfortable in yourself and the guy that you're with, and make sure he makes you feel comfortable. Like, especially if he knows it's your first time, if he really cares about you, it should be his mission to make sure that you're comfortable. Like, you know, so that should be a red flag. How a guy acts knowing that it's your first time is, yeah. So just make sure that whoever your first time is with, that you're very comfortable with them, because if otherwise, it just won't be a good experience. Oh, it was just very awkward. It hurt. Wasn't good. And quite frankly, the sex after that wasn't good either. And I didn't really realize it until, you know, I experienced someone else, and I was like, okay, well, this is how things are supposed to feel. Great, you know? Yeah. But I don't ever regret anything, because it's a learning experience. You learn, you live, you learn, you live, you learn, and you eventually move on to better dick. On to the advice portion. I know you guys asked for this video, and my first time was not like, it was very anticlimactic, I'm sure. The top tips I have, number one is make sure that you're ready. That sounds cliche, but in all aspects, like when it comes to your first experience can really like affect how you look at sex overall. until, you know, somebody come up and then change your outlook. Or having unprotected sex cool, which is not, because them HIV rates are through the ceiling, honey, and so are those. We in a baby booming generation. People just popping out babies like it's nothing. But yeah, so you have to make sure you're mentally prepared to have sex, because when you have sex, you have to be prepared for any consequences that come along with it. Because as much as you think you know the person that you're laying down with, you will learn that niggas lie. They lie. They lie. Can I get an amen? Amen. 9 times out of 10, if it's your first time having sex, it's your first time exposing yourself to that part of yourself to somebody else. So you have to make sure that you yourself are comfortable. Just be smart, ladies. Guys are dogs, no matter what age. Not to say there's not good guys out there. I'm not one of these girls that's like, niggas ain't shit. No, like, there are good guys out here, but for the most part, especially if you're in high school, in that age range, guys are typically looking for one thing. I mean, not to say, okay, they might like the other stuff that comes with it, but they still looking for that. If there's any hint of I'm not ready, don't do it, and don't let anybody tell you. I don't care how far you get with a guy, y'all can get to kissing, touching, foreplay, all of that. If during foreplay you decide I'm not ready to do this, baby, dip. Dip and leave. Like, no matter what he says, no matter how it goes, and just leave. Like, you just got to make sure that you're ready, because virginity means different things to different people, whether you're religious or not. Like, it changes a lot of things about yourself. Like, it really does. STDs, make sure you have, don't be afraid to ask that question, don't be afraid to have that conversation, because that is a serious conversation to have. Using a condom doesn't necessarily stop STDs. Of course, it helps prevent it, but things happen. And don't be afraid to be straight up about it. When was the last time you were tested? When was the last time you asked? Just don't be scared to ask questions like that. You can't be, because you're sharing your body with somebody else. So, like, you can't be afraid to ask questions like that. I know I said something about the condoms earlier, but make sure that nigga put it on, because bitches be getting played out here. Like, make sure you see him put the make sure you see that nigga. Let me get a piece of paper. See him put it on. It don't look like this, so anybody who hasn't had sex, if you put this on, you in trouble. But put this on, the condom on, and make sure it stays on, because niggas be Houdini out this bitch. And don't let nobody play. Don't let these niggas play you. Or, you know, let them know what's up. I hate bananas, y'all. I hate bananas. Your body is your body, and don't let another nigga tell you how to run your body, girl. Don't let him tell you. You are you. And vice versa. I'm sorry, I'm being sexist. Guys, if a girl tries to tell you how to run your body, don't let her do that either. Thank you guys for watching again. You know, I had fun making it. Comment below. I do really read you guys' comments. I'm gonna start interacting with y'all and talking to y'all, so keep commenting. Keep commenting. I do be listening to what y'all say, so let me know what y'all want to see. Okay, let me know what y'all want to see.